What's up, everybody? How are you? Not much going on over here. I've kind of been busy, not super crazy busy, but, where to start? I just spent the whole week with my boyfriend. He was home this week. He was out for 6 weeks on the road. For those who don't know, he is an over-the-road truck driver, so he's gone almost all the time, so I rarely get to see him. But it's okay, it works out. I was really happy he was home this week. We don't know yet if he'll be home for Christmas. That's up in the air, but I guess we'll find out. So yeah. I dropped him off this morning at the truck yard at 5 in the morning because he had to be there for, I guess, to grab his new route. And I didn't fall back asleep until probably 9 in the morning, and I slept until 1. Fun. So my sleep schedule's been kind of thrown off. But it is, what is it? Oh, it's only 9:30. I feel like it's later than that. So that's why I've already washed my face, I brushed my teeth. So I'm cutting off my light. Ooh. So, yeah, no makeup. I haven't on a stitch of makeup. I've got nothing on. I look creepy. Not really, but hey. I guess the biggest update is that I have gotten hired back at Target. So I'm excited about that. Despite what happened before, which really wasn't much of anything. But I'm glad I'm back. I love working at Target. I really do. I have so much fun there. And everyone I've ever worked with has been awesome. So, I'm back at, well, it's a different store, but it's still Target. It's just another location. This store is a smaller store, significantly smaller. And every time I've gone in there, it's not busy. So it'll be quite interesting going from a super Target to a regular Target. Because the store I was at before was super busy all the time. And this one is quite slow. So, and I don't know if this will be seasonal or if it's actually a regular position, because when I got the call the first time to interview, it was for a seasonal, but they haven't said anything since then. And the funny thing is the guy I interviewed with actually knows my manager from my other store, and I guess they started together, so that really helped my situation, because not even 2 hours after I left for my interview, I had the call to come pick up my paperwork to get my drug testing done. So they had offered me the position, so I'm happy. I'm excited. Woo! Okay. A few of you wrote me asking about how I got started in belly dance, being a transgender person, and how open it is, vice versa, if I had any problems and all that fun stuff. So, I don't know exactly, it's okay. How I got started in that was, I attended a youth group as a kid for GLBT youth in Cincinnati. It was a great youth group. I don't know if it's still around, because it's like after my group that I hung out with and went to group with, after we aged out, because you age out at 21 after that, you're kind of out. It seems like nobody ever really went after that, but I don't know if it's still around or not. But one of my friends who I hung around with there, and actually she picked me up a lot to go to group, we kind of put together this gay prom for those of us who couldn't go to prom or high school proms, or weren't comfortable, or in my case, my mom wouldn't let me because she was afraid for me, which I understand, you know. She's my mom. She was just feeling protective. So, so we got to put on and go to this gay prom. And I remember she was painted up. She kind of had like this black and white checker paint on her face. And she came out with 2 candles, little glass jar candles. Nothing too crazy. But she did this amazing dance, and I was just like awestruck by it, and just her movement and her fluidity. And I was just like on the floor, I was totally amazed and enthralled. So, of course, I was hounding her with all kinds of questions, like, what is this? I've never seen this before. And she told me, well, she's a belly dancer, and I was like, oh, I have to learn this, and blah, 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 blah. So that's how I got exposed to it. Back then, this was way before MySpace, before YouTube, before any of that, because I think this was the summer of 99. So, yeah, 98, 99, I think it was around then. How old was I? I was probably 15 or 16 years old. So I had just come out anyway. And then just started living as a woman, as a girl. So, I went to Media Play and started looking for belly dance DVDs, instructional DVDs, and found a couple. So I began like studying those, and I'd come home from school and I would just pop those in, and I was just doing what I could. I think around that time, maybe a year or so after, I think Shakira hit the scene. I don't remember exactly when, because I really don't pay attention to American pop culture, or as far as music, because I kind of like fell out of it. I don't know. I wasn't really liking what was coming out as far as music. So, when Shakira kind of came out, I kind of, did some of her thing, but then I got more exposed to belly dance and the different types of belly dance. I was more of a self-taught belly dancer, because I, at the time, didn't have the funds for classes. I didn't have the funds for workshops. So, those first 3 or 4 years, I taught myself, and I was more under the radar about it. I really didn't tell anybody. I think I told maybe a handful. And of course, my friend who was the dancer, so, and she would kind of come over when she could to kind of give me some instruction, but she lived quite a bit of ways from me. She was in the north side of town, I was on the west side, so, and of course we were both in high school, so it was kind of hard to get together and do things and kind of go over stuff. So fast forward a couple of years, I started college in downtown Cincinnati, and I remember, I would take the bus with my mom, because she would go in for work, and then I would go into school. And there was this beautiful woman who would get on the bus, and she'd wear beautiful flowy, drapey clothes and these beautiful earrings, and she had long, very curly, wavy, blonde hair. And I kept thinking to myself, she has to be a belly dancer. She has to be a belly dancer. So, excuse me, my nose itches. Yeah. I remember thinking, I have to talk to her and approach her. I didn't know how to do that. So at the bus stop on the way home, waiting for the bus with my mom, she was standing there. So kind of like 3 people away. So I was talking to mom about my belly dancing, and I kind of said the word louder. I said belly dance quite a bit louder than a normal conversation, just so she would hear it. So of course she perked up and then walked over and joined my mom and mother. Did you say belly dance? And that's how I met her. And she lived on our side of town. So she started taking me to this place up in Dayton, this belly dance studio, and we would go there about every month, because the person who ran the studio, she had a monthly hafla. And hafla in Arabic means dance party, belly dance party. So she'd have this I think at the time it was the second Thursday, but then it moved to Fridays. If I remember correctly, I could be wrong. Or was it Saturdays? I don't remember. But it ended on Fridays. So I would go there, and at first I was really shy and very self-conscious, and of course being transgendered, I didn't know what people would think of me. But it really didn't matter. People didn't care. I think for me, the belly dance community has been the most open, the most accepting of my situation, especially in the tribal belly dance community, which is very different from the cabaret. Not that they're any less accepting, but I've noticed it's just the attitude. And I did start out in cabaret. I started out in Egyptian style, and then about 2003, 4-ish, I discovered tribal belly dance, tribal fusion, gothic belly dance, and I became enthralled with that. At first, I didn't like it because it was a lot of black, a lot of fishnet, and a lot of just dark. And to me, it was when I first started, it was very depressing. But then I got exposed to a couple of the pioneers in that style, and I became obsessed. And the movement was different. It was a lot earthier, a lot more snake-like. It's just a whole nother world from cabaret and traditional belly dance and Egyptian, Turkish, Lebanese. And it is predominantly what I do now. So, yeah, I will say, like I said, the belly dance community as a whole has been very accepting of myself. And even male belly dancers. There's a lot of male belly dancers out there, and I'm in love with the community. I honestly couldn't tell you where I would be if I had not found it, stumbled upon it, been exposed to it. My life I would not be where I am, because it has really been, excuse me. I just ate like an hour ago. It has been like my air. I breathe. I live for this. I don't know what I would do without it, because it is just that important to me, and I'm that passionate about it. I have started I've taken classes, and especially in the last 7 or 8 years, I've really been able to take a lot more workshops and do more. After graduating high school and getting work and working and saving up for a few things, and especially now, that's I'm working again and living with my boyfriend, and everything's getting paid off, so I get to do more. Although I will say the last 3-4 weeks, it's been really hard because of the holidays, and just, there's so much going on, and, so I've not been to classes, so been really bad about that. But I think after the first of the year, when everything calms down and we fall back into our regular schedules, I'll get to take a lot more classes and do more. So, and I will say, even in the belly dance community, I've met some of my favorite idols and my big idols, and it's been amazing. And if you have any interest in it, I totally just do it. It's so much fun. And YouTube is just awesome when it comes to belly dance. There's so much on YouTube, and every city, wherever there's women, there seems to be belly dance. So, like, any big city, every metropolitan area has a huge belly dance community. I came from Cincinnati, so the good thing about Cincinnati is, like, just that general area in the Midwest, like, every major city is only a couple hours apart. So we were tightly knit with Columbus, Ohio, Indianapolis, Indiana, Louisville, Kentucky, Lexington, excuse me, I don't know if you heard that, even Cleveland and Chicago and St. Louis. I've even gone to St. Louis for a couple of things that went down there. Even down as far, I think, we've had people come up from Paducah, Kentucky, as far as Memphis, Nashville, of course, Knoxville, I think even Asheville, North Carolina. Is that Asheville? I think that is. I might be losing my geography here, but I think that was Asheville, North Carolina, I think. So yeah. And the funny thing is when I moved to Phoenix and started dancing here and going to the community here, a lot of the dancers I met are from that area. It cracks me up. In fact, one of the dancers who moved from here to Portland, I met her in Lexington, Kentucky, but after meeting so many people, I kind of lose touch. And one of the big belly dance networking sites has kind of fallen out of place. So Facebook everyone kind of migrated to Facebook. and I kind of lost touch with a few people and then rekindled. So I will say belly dance is amazing. I think everyone, if you are comfortable, well, even if you're not comfortable, because I wasn't comfortable at first. This was something new and I had never seen it before. And getting out there, I will say I've never thought I'd get to where I am right now. And I have so far to go. Eventually I'd like to teach, but I want to take more classes and do more before I start that venue, or that road, I guess is what I want to say. So yeah, it just depends on the person. I think everyone can do it. It's for anybody, male, female, transgendered, any gender. It doesn't matter who you are. I think it is like the best outlet because you meet an amazing group of people, and it is such a tight-knit community across the US, across the world. I've met people from other countries and talked to people from other countries who are dancing. It is like the most amazing thing I've ever experienced in my life, and I think everyone can do it. So, and actually just recently I've met another transgendered person out here who is dancing and she's just starting out, and although I haven't really had a big chance to get to know her and really sit down and talk to her, I've seen her at a few functions, and it's fun to watch people start out and then see how they grow and progress, and what it does for them, because for me it's been such a positive experience, and it has fulfilled me in so many ways. Like I said, I don't know where I'd be otherwise. So that is where I got my start, and then I'm still going. I just had a performance this weekend. It was awesome. The venue was awesome. The performers were amazing, and I love meeting and talking to people about it. So if this does anything for you, I will put some links in the description below. And I haven't decided if this is going to go on my main channel or my transgender channel, because my transgender part is, well, the side of me. I'm talking partly about that and how I think I'll put this on my transgendered site or channel, and then I'll link my main channel below. We are 2 weeks out from Christmas. It is now the 9th of January. Oh my God, where am I? December. It is December 9th. I am so out of it right now. So I wish everyone who celebrates a Merry Christmas, Happy Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah. Oh my gosh. And then of course, Happy Winter Solstice. So everyone stay safe. Don't get cray-cray. Drive safe. Safe travels. Hope you have great plans, and everyone gets to see their family. I get to spend mine with my father and my mother, or my stepmother, and her family this year. My mom is flying out at the end of January for a week, so I'm excited to see her. So excited. I love my mom. So everyone be safe and have a great weekend.